Finally, we are back. Wednesday, September 25th, week 4, NFL prediction show. Natty Baps on the spot. Shabazz is coming soon. Shabazz is here.
I'm here.
Shout out to Liberty winning. And Shabazz pops out for special occasions, man. Playoff, WNBA basketball. Liberty had to take care of business. What are you doing? How was the game?
Shit was lit, man. Shit was lit. It was a vibe. I had mad fun. We've been to WNBA games in the past. So, but I think that was when the Liberty were ass. Now they kind of good. So it's like, all right, like playoff atmosphere. Crowd was rocking. We was waving the towels. I don't have a towel on me. I'll find one later. But we was waving them shits. It was like Pittsburgh, like high key, like being like Pittsburgh, like they do the terrible towel. Like we was really doing it, and it was fun. It was me, baby girl, and her coworkers, and it was cool. Her director kind of like was like he belittled himself for our sake because he usually get like floor seats. And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, money man, my fault." And you come to 200s, Barclays. So Barclays is mad like close and compact. So I'm just like, all right, but I'm freaking tired because we didn't get back to like 11 o'clock. So I showered and went to sleep. But we here, man. We here. I on the way back, I was watching the retake of what you did. My boy did his thing. Yeah, baby. He wants to do this thing. Yeah, baby.
Before we talk about the week that's coming up, Shabazz never got a chance to talk shit about his Ravens. So really quickly, Ravens beat the Cowboys last Sunday. Talk me through the motions real quickly before we start. Because again, we're gonna talk about week 4, but Shabazz has to talk shit. His Ravens finally got a dub. How do you feeling?
Oh man, I was feeling good. Ravens finally won. I was happy. I didn't like so mind you, set the scene. I'm with my shorty dad, right? So with my girl's dad, we watching the game. Mom made Bigsy, so shout out to her. And I'm like, all right, bet, because they know I'm a Ravens fan. Her mom a Cowboys fan, so I'm like, it's about to go down. So then we win, but first half we smake him. Third quarter, Derrick Henry runs it in. But part of me was like, I ain't happy. And then when Justin Tucker missed the kick to make it 31-6, I'm like, the Vibes was vibing and they scored. And this nigga Matt was like, oh, he puts the Keenan Pell sweat dude. I'm like, oh, chill, gang, chill. Then we get 3 and out. They scored again. I was like, shit, now I'm sweating. But we got it done. Now we got Buffalo Sunday night. We'll talk about that as it goes. But for me, we got 2 guests, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 guests.
You just talked about the Ravens and the Cowboys, right? Or AKA Cowgirls. They lost to both our teams, so we can call them the Cowgirls. One of the guests is a regular current guest on the show. You know him, you love him. We spawn. He's a part of the Big 3. Give it up for New York Michael Irvin, AKA Mr. Matt in the spot, the resident Giants fan.
Vibes and came to bring that energy.
Oh shit! And coming through the spot, don't make it hot. Is my guy Ed Will in the spot? What's going on?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
We good.
I had to come represent. Regardless.
Your team lost to both of our teams.
It doesn't matter. Hey, Ravens and Cowboys got the same record right now, so that don't count.
You're right. What about the Saints, though?
What about what?
What about the Saints, though? Drop the 40 piece on your dome piece.
Yeah, it happens. But don't worry, we got a bye week this week.
Speaking of bye week, we got Cowboys on one side, we got the Giants on the one side. Cowboys favored by 5.5. Yo, Ed, you the first time on the show. Talk to us. How is your Cowboys going? Come to MetLife and
listen. MetLife is that's Cowboys' second home right about now. Plain and simple, we ain't lose to Giants since what 2020.
Damn.
So shit, that should be a cakewalk right now. I was at the game last year. We dropped a 40 piece then. Uh,
Oh, oh.
yeah,
Mm, mm, mm. So Ed, talk to us about the game and so what have you seen about your cowgirls that's giving you so much confidence? Because for both,
it's you know what? I can't blame the offense this time around. It's the defense. You know, it, everybody always blame Dak on everything. Dak actually is fucking up this time around. Dak is actually doing pretty well. So you can't blame Dak for everything. So if the defense, like I said, this could be a defensive get right game.
Mm.
you say that, but hey, as a Saints fan that dropped 40 on your dome piece, let me give you some pause.
You ain't gonna let that go, huh?
You right on the past. Like it's the future now, baby. Come on.
True, very true. But here's the thing. Here's a. I'm not gonna give my pick. I want Matt to give his talking stuff about his Giants. But on the Cowboys side, you can't stop the run.
That's a fact. That's
No
true.
matter how great Micah
That,
Parsons
that,
is
that
and
is
Dustin
that is
Lawrence,
true.
you can't stop the running. That's concerning, especially with the teams in the NFC who are winning games. The Vikings, the Packers, the Saints. Hell, I even
Absolutely.
playing there. You got to be able to establish the run and stop the
That
run.
well, that's why I say this is a get right game. If they can't do it against the Giants, then we'll see you guys next year.
Oof, oof. Now, Matt, Giants fan, talk to me, baby girl. Talk to me. What we feeling? How we feeling? You got a nice win against Cleveland. 8 sacks, eight of them things against the washed Watson. How you feeling about your Giants against the Cowgirls, man?
I feel better. Like that was definitely to win. Like we need to win. We can't go 0-3. For the team, like we up. Defense is up, like you said, 8 sacks. So I feel like the defense is just gonna come back hungry. The only problem, like I said yesterday, with our secondary is with our defense is our secondary. So I can see that being a problem. Realistically, as a football fan, I can see that being a problem for the Giants. But now I'm about to be a Giants fan in my so what I saw last week that I really liked, and I said this last week, was Daniel Jones not doing too much. Like all he has to do is drop the ball down, let his players make the play. Like we don't need Daniel Jones to be Jaden Daniels or fucking Patrick Mahomes, bro. Like he just needs to be a Brock Purdy, play his position to the best that he can, and the players around him will make those plays. Neighbors showed that he's that guy. Like he's that guy for sure. Like right now, top 10 in the league. He could be top 5 by the end of the season if he keeps it up. You feel me? So definitely, like he's gonna get like targets, like at least 10 per game, and whatever he makes out of that is whatever he makes out of that. Now, this is what's gonna fuck up the Cowboys.
Oh. Let's talk to us. Talk to us. What's fucking up the Cowboys?
So against the Browns, what really led to us being effective driving the ball down was that we tired out the Browns' front seven early. Like we didn't give them a chance to get comfortable and start getting back there. Hit the screens, we hit them slow short downs. We was spreading them out. Like we was literally having them run from sideline to sideline down the field. So we can repeat that. If we can repeat that this week, I think it could be a bowl game. Like it's not gonna be a bye week for sure. Like I'm gonna give the Cowboys their respect only because you here. Only because you here. They respect. But really, I really be talking bad about them because I don't think that they haven't proven anything. Like realistically,
Definitely not this season at all. I can't be bad. Like I said, with the Cowboys right now, man, I'm on the type of I ain't really talking until they prove it. They could get to the playoff, but they need to do something. I'm tired of hyping them up, and he ain't doing shit. So honestly, I'm only talking shit, but
Now I love it.
I don't trust them fully, man.
That's that NFC talk, and at the end of the day, like I feel like
That's the only times they beat up. That's the only teams they beat up is the NFC. Everybody else they play like shit.
you know. So
I was like they better be happy to play people in the NFC East at least twice a year.
at least twice, but I definitely said it before the schedule came out. I mean, not when I saw the schedule, I said we was getting one from y'all. So this it's gonna be the one, hopefully. But if not, we gonna spin the block. But that that 5.5.
I still like the 5.5.
5.5 is.
I would probably rock with the 5.5 only because like y'all got a good kicker, so it's like
Sure, he got a leg on him.
y'all not gonna miss opportunities to put points on the board. So like we be missing mad opportunities to put
Like I
points.
said, and I blame Jerry for half the shit that's going on right now.
Oh,
If he had signed motherfuckers earlier, they would have been in camp. They would have been steady. Now you paid extra for no reason.
So
So
as y'all can see,
And our running game ain't shit.
oh,
On a sidebar for my parlay sake, if the Giants do lose, I mean not my parlay, for my fantasy sake, if the Giants do lose, I hope Dak go crazy.
all right. So this is a long conversation because you got a Cowboys fan and a Giants fan. Everything else should be smooth. Real quick, I got the Cowboys winning. I think Matt mentioned yesterday because I did watch a little bit after that. Your secondary is going to get food. Your secondary is food. The Giants, if Sexy Dexy, Thibodeau, and Brian Burns could bring that pressure, I can definitely see an avenue where the Giants definitely win. But I think him and CD, they were bickering last week. I think they get right. I think
they hashed it out. They good. He apologized.
For my fantasy purposes, I hope he go off. And it might be close. I probably would lean the Giants 5.5, like to keep it close. Because you can't, there's avenues to beat the Cowboys, but I got the Cowboys winning. I think if they lose, GG's in the chat, but I don't see that. See 2-2 in their record and keeping it pushing.
So I actually agree. I think the Cowboys will win. Something about them on the road is better. Like for the last 2 seasons, at home they were a juggernaut, but on the road they were shaky. I think because they hear all the noise, because they hear it's similar to the Eagles when we lost the Saints lost to the Eagles, right? A lot of people were clowning them. Can't stop the run. Soft. Saquon's buns. Da, da, da. And then they came out with a fury on the road. It's like, yo, we're gonna show what's up. I think Dallas is hearing the noise. Of course, they're America's team, so everyone talks about them. But they're hearing Dak got overpaid. So what's going on with CD? They don't got a running game. They still don't have a running game, and they won't really run the ball well against the Giants because you don't have to. As Matt mentioned, the secondary is trash. So if Dak Prescott doesn't go, he does have a lot of garbage yards. He had like 300, almost 400 yards last week in garbage time. He's going to have like 300 plus yards. I think the Giants keep it close. I'm betting. My bet is Giants plus 5.5, and I will not be shocked at all if the Giants won. But based off of history, based off of needed, like they got to have it, I'm going with the Cowboys to win outright. But the Giants will cover. They will keep it close. And their kicker, Brandon Aubrey, don't be shocked if this game is like 12-9 type shit and he wins the game-winning kick. Do not be shocked at all. I will not be shocked. Matt.
I just wanted to add something real quick. It's not even a football analysis. This is more just a fan and me knowing. Once you put too much expectation on the Giants, they're going to let you down.
Oh,
like
that's the same thing with the Cowboys.
It could be a beatdown. Like the way we talking right now, we think it might really just be a football game, but it might just be a beatdown.
It could be.
Yeah, we in the same boat then, because when a lot of expectation on Cowboys, they let you down too. So,
well,
Stephen A's, man. Stephen A waiting on y'all, man. He waiting. All right, Sunday 1:00 window starts with the Bengals going to Carolina. Andy Dalton revenge game. You know what I'm saying? The Red Rifle played like 10 plus years in Cincinnati, and they did my dog dirty. He's looking to get some lip back. Panthers underdogs 4.5. Yo, Ed, who you leaning, man? Who you leaning?
Listen, I thought anybody that played Carolina was going to win for the whole season. You could pick anybody as long as they're against Carolina. I thought they was going to win, but after they changed with Dalton now, it kind of put a different spin to it with the veteran presence and him understanding more than Bryce and knowing where to go with the ball quicker. So it's a bit of a toss up, and Bengals ain't been playing. They ain't been playing good ball lately. But off the strength, I'm gonna still go with Cincinnati though, just because of Chase and Burrow. I think they'll get right.
Okay, right. Matt, what you thinking, so?
So I've been calling it for weeks now. I've been calling out the Bengals crash out, and it's hitting its peak right now. So if they lose this thing right, they lose this one right here. I'm doing a little reverse psychology because I actually really do fuck with the Bengals. It's not like low key. I'm gonna go against them this week. And I'm gonna go with Carolina because they're at home. They do got Andy Dalton, so I'm not just saying it just because I want the Bengals to win, but I really can see a way the Bengals make this a ball game. Hubbard on my fantasy as well. I mean, he ate up last week, so he's a weapon. They got weapons on the outside, and the only shaky part is their defense. So it might just be a shootout.
You can't say the only shaky part with Cincinnati. You haven't won a game. They can't run the ball. As much as Shabazz hated Joe Mixon, they don't have a running back. Yes, Chase Brown and Zach Moss. There's a good tandem, but they're not Joe Mixon. They're not a good quality running game, and they can't stop a nosebleed. So, with that said, and I can't believe I'm saying this in the year of the Lord 2024. I'm going with the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers to win in 2024. I can't believe I'm saying it with my own mouth. Last week, I said to Shabazz, I said Andy Dalton has a few games in him. It's like, oh my god, he's in the league. Oh my god, why is he not starting? Then it crashes out, and then he'll like go back to being a pumpkin. But he rides the high for like the first couple of weeks, showcasing that he played in the AFC North in the 2010s with the Ravens defenses and the Steelers defenses. Nothing nothing that the Bengals are going to throw at him, he has never seen before. Like Bryce Young, he's still learning the game and still being a young quarterback, learning how to be an NFL quarterback. Andy Dalton has seen and done almost everything in this league, obviously except for when it mattered. But in the regular season, and of course, Matt, I love how you said the Bengals crash out. If they lose this game to the Panthers, oh my God! One, Jamar Chase probably the crash out for Jamar Chase is gonna be legendary. I never did think because he didn't sign a long term deal yet. He's still like, yo, what's going on? T. Higgins is on a franchise tag. He ain't coming back next year. So this Bengals team is gonna look way different in the next couple of weeks because they should have beat the Chiefs, but didn't. They probably should have beat the Commanders, but they couldn't stop them. When you have a force team to not punt or turn the ball over. So, but on the other side too, the Bengals offense is pretty good. Like they both didn't punt. They both didn't turn the ball over. So it's one of those things where I'm going to leave with the Carolina Panthers with the upset. Andy Dalton, hey, you ride the hot hand until it falls off, especially in blackjack type shit. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I think it's tripping, man. Yo. As much as I want it from, oh my god, if the Bengals lose, bro, I'll be happy because, bro, Steelers is 3-0. We'll talk about they not a threat for real. They had a cupcake schedule. They ain't played nothing yet. Nah, Browns, cupcakes. Forgot it. The Bengals is my main cop. So these motherfuckers keep losing. I'm straight. You feel me? I just don't think. I think offensively they got it together, but I think T McGee didn't play, his best game, his first game back, off the injury. He gets back. Joe Burrow, Chris Canty went off on him, where I'm like, I saw what he was trying to tell him, but I think that I just didn't like how the message came across because he didn't lose in the game. He played well, like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He played well. The defense was ass. Now they elevate him because he beat Mahomes one time, which that I'm like, okay, whoa, calm down, Jamal, chill. But it's like you gotta respect the game, recognized game. So Bengals gonna get on the scoreboard, man. But secretly though, you feel me? Secretly though. I'm going with in my heart, I'm going with the Panthers. But in my wallet, I'm going with the Bengals. You feel me? You feel me? All right. Broncos, Jets, another home game for the Jets. They 2-1. You know, surprisingly, not really surprisingly, they had some cupcakes, you know what I'm saying? Patriots, you know what I'm saying? Tennessee with Will Levison's mayonnaise, you know. They got Bo Nix coming off a dub. Ruin my survivor.
Ruin my survivor.
I'm just saying Jets win. I don't know how they're gonna win. I don't know how much they're gonna win by, but I think the at-home factor. I think Mike Williams getting more reps definitely gonna help. And Brees Hall's a beast. Brees Hall anytime touchdowns been cashing, so that's gonna be that's the leg right there. So I'm going with the Jets. Not really much I gotta say there.
Agreed. I think I got the Jets winning. It's always fuck the Broncos till it's up, man. It's always fuck the Broncos. They ruined my survivor. I don't like Sean Payton right now. Bo Nix, aka Bo Picks, they're throwing interceptions. The bum ass Bucks. It's fade the Bucks and it's fuck the Broncos all season. Fuck that. But without emotion, I think the Jets they have 10 days rest, right? So they're rested. Aaron Rodgers needs that rest. He's a better quarterback. They have a better team than the Broncos. I'm not saying better coach, but better team as a whole. At that Brees, Matt's trying to make a parlay of like all of the favorite confident picks. Brees Hall, anytime touchdown is definitely a wagon. And I think the Broncos are in for a rude awakening. So I got the Jets. Probably, if I had to pick, 7.5. I got the Jets 7.5.
Either or, I don't.
I mean, mine is quick. Belt to ass, man. Get back for Hackett, so he about to go crazy.
Hackett go crazy though.
Hackett does go crazy.
Minute, man, but it's about to be the Peyton packet.
The Peyton pack. The Peyton strand. The mile high. Okay.
Yeah, I got the Jets too. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers because he always kill the Cowboys, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
He is the
Cowboys. So really emotional, Eddie. So really emotional. Yeah, get the emotion out of it. You gotta get the emotion.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
You know what's crazy is that I say get the emotion out of it, but the Saints play the Falcons, so I'm gonna have to kick y'all out real quick.
Look at
my shit real quick. So you said get the emotion out. Fuck all that. We lost against the bum ass Eagles, bro. Son, I was calm yesterday. I was calm. I had Shabazz in my corner to hype me up. But I was calm. I was like, you know what? We got hurt. Corey got hurt. But fuck all that. It's Atlanta. It's hate week. It's fuck Atlanta till it's up. Atlanta's a great city. I've been there. Fantastic. Love the food. Love the women. Black capital of the world. Cool. But the Falcons, a.k.a. the Falcons, fuck them. They can't stop anybody, right? Yes, they got a great interception, but against Patrick Mahomes. I don't trust Kirk Cousins off his Achilles. The reason why the Saints lost against the Philadelphia Eagles is because running the ball with Saquon and Jalen Hurts, that's a dangerous combination, and we can't keep people in the pocket. Kirk Cousins don't move. Keep him stationary. We're going to sack his ass up. Now, what is concerning, I got to be honest, I got to keep it on both sides. We are hurt. Like, we are hurting. Like, if you look at our injury report, we got like 6 quality starters on, like, who missed practice. Like, Taysom Hill, Derek Carr has a groin injury. 2 offensive linemen who are starters, Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz. DeMario Davis is out, and Delonte Taylor all missed practice. So I'm like, shit. Damn, how are they going to figure this out? But here's the caveat. Falcons, they also are missing offensive linemen too. So it's literally, and also here's the thing too, the Falcons only have 3 sacks on the season. So even if we are missing offensive linemen, they don't get after the passer anyway. So Derek Carr is going to have time to look back, deep ball to Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, who's literally if you look at all advanced analytics, the most wide open receiver ever. Like he's like it's so far and away, always open. So give him the fucking ball. Let's cook. Fuck Atlanta. Saints up. We winning by 30. Yeah. But nah, in all seriousness though, Saints gonna win. We're gonna take care of business. Alvin Kamara, still Alvin Kamara. I love the matchup of Bijan versus our defense. I do love that matchup, but I think we eke out a win. I'm not saying a blowout. I think we eke out a win off a Blake Groupie field goal. We win, I'll say 24-20 type shit. Word.
Interesting.
Real emotional. Real emotional.
Real emotions.
With my teams, I'm always emotional, man.
I'm going with the Saints. I think the Saints. Kirk Cousins is getting his groove, so I definitely think like they'll like similar to like the Giants. You know, Matt saying they'll spin back if they lose. I think the Giants. I said the Falcons will spin back later in the season. I think so. Right now it's kind of hard because pause. Hey, yo, chill. It's difficult to decide because Bijan didn't do nothing, and that there's some plays that like give you calls to pause where like he had a 4th inches and he didn't get it for the game. So I don't know how like mentally tough he is yet. He's a talented guy, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how like because that kind of play like that could mess up with somebody's confidence and mentality. So I don't know. I think the Saints defense has always been like, especially I don't know. Philly carved you out for a bunch of yards though. So
it's Saquon Barkley, and as much as Eagles like, oh, they can't stop the run. Like they always have a fantastic offensive line. Like that's always like Philly's bread and butter. Like they do run the ball always exceptionally well.
Okay, so I see Derek Carr bounce back, and I see I win. You know, give me the upset. So wait.
Give me the Saints. Feel me? I do like the fact though that the Atlanta is not buns anymore, so at least it'll be a good game.
I mean, they'll be 1-3 after this weekend, so I don't know if they're not buns anymore, but whatever.
I don't know.
Talent wise, they played the Chiefs to the end.
Everyone plays the Chiefs to the end.
Debatable.
Debatable. Shabazz lost off of a freaking big toe, and the Chiefs won off of the Bengals off of a pass interference call.
What are you talking about this season? Because this season now it's still early.
It's still early. And don't break my heart. And let's go for a clean sweep, man. Let's go for a clean sweep.
Can't do that.
You break my heart. You break my heart. Why are you going with the Falcons, man?
I don't know. For some reason, I have a feeling that they, like I said, how Pitts is getting more involved. He's a good weapon to have. And what's his name? A receiver,
Drake London.
Yeah, he. Like I said, they got a decent team over there. And like I said, Kirk Cousins ain't he ain't shit, but he ain't quite a bum either. He coming off Achilles. He could do something. So I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good game.
You sound really emotional because we dropped the 40 burger on your head. I think that's.
I ain't even thinking about that. You emotional because you want me to pick the Saints.
Yeah, shut them up. Let's go Giants. New York up. New York stand up.
Yeah, look at you gotta get the emotions out of it. You gotta get the emotion out of it.
Moving on, we got Vikings going to the Packers. Is Jordan Love playing? I don't know. Because if he is, I would lean Packers -2.5. But
they say he got a shot, but
my heart, if you know, I'm a Vikings supporter. You feel me? So I'm going with the Vikings to go on. Their defense is elite, yo. Their defense is very good with Brian Flores, bro. And Sam Darnold, as long as you don't fuck it up, give the ball to Justin Jefferson, who always cooks. Well, not always, but majority of the time cooks against the Packers and Jair Alexander. Hey, but the Packers DBs have been playing exceptional. I think McKinney got 3, Jair got 2. So they've definitely been doing their thing. I think Aaron Jones' revenge game, you know what I'm saying, going back to the spot, don't make it hot. He gets a couple. I think he gets a touchdown. Jefferson continues to turn the touchdown. Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings, man. Going with the Vikings upset.
I'll go last. So Matt, you can we'll go like a U. So Matt, then Ed, then myself.
All right, but I mean, Shabazz pretty much already said everything I was gonna say. So yeah, but I'm going with Vikings though. Like their defense is pretty solid. But if there was one thing that I had to highlight though, is that Sam Darnold actually looks like an elite quarterback, which nobody kind of expected coming in because he wasn't expected to start. So that's kind of crazy. But when you got talent around you like Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and stuff like that, it will make you look like an elite quarterback. So that combination right now, everything that they got going in Minnesota, it's kind of working in their favor. So despite all the injuries, all the bullshit, they bowling. So I'm going with Vikings until otherwise.
As they said, I'm going with the Vikings too. I think that Sam Darnold having a Cinderella type of year right now. So, like I said, they pretty much covered everything. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Man, one of this game is going to be a 3-point game either way. It's going to be Packers win by 3 or the Vikings win by 3. If Jordan Love was playing, if I knew he was 100% playing, I'd go with the Packers. But because I don't know, I'm not trusting Malik Willis in a divisional game against a team that's hot right now. Like what they did to the Texans last week, making CJ Stroud, who everyone was hyping up as a next MVP, made him look like terrible. Made him look like a rookie. Like it was bad. All the weapons that they have, Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, they have a great defense, but no, they like the Vikings carved them up and belt to ass them. So it's one of those things where like just like in blackjack, you ride the hot hand, you don't try to change anything up. I'm going with the Vikings until otherwise, but I will not be shocked at all if the Packers won. But because Jordan Love's not playing, or at least up in the air, I don't think he should play, by the way. I think, hey, come back. I don't know who they got next week, but you going against a hot team against their division rival. We got the Rams next week. They could probably the Rams don't got a pass rush. The Vikings do. Brian Flores blitzes more than anybody. You don't want to put a quarterback who can't really escape and move on a bad leg against a team that blitzes you all the time. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings to win regardless. Now, this game should be relatively quick. Jags Texans, bruh. I didn't call it in the beginning of the season, but I said I said the Jags would miss the playoffs. I didn't know they were going to be this bad. The Jags look broken. I don't know. They don't have. They're the one team does not have a takeaway. I will say that one more time. They're in the entire league through 3 weeks. Their defense does not have a takeaway. Every other team does. That's actually mind blowing to me. The defense can't stop anybody. Trevor Lawrence looks bad. Like he's lost 8 straight games as a starter.
Damn.
Last Thanksgiving, bro. Last Thanksgiving, they've won 1 game. He's lost 8 straight as a starter. That's putrid, bro. That's smart. But he gets all the slack in the world because he was a number 1 pick. And you were building a Jacksonville team. But when you lose 8 straight games, you gotta have to look yourself in the mirror. Like, what am I doing wrong? Brian Thomas Jr. is a dog. Travis Etienne is there. He's great. They don't have Kevin Ridley, but Gabe Davis is no slouch. He's no scrub. But you can't put up points against Buffalo. I know it's on the road and Buffalo's a fantastic team, but you want to put up 10 points, bro? And then against the Browns, who the Giants, no disrespect to the Giants, but they ran roughshod against the Browns. You can't do anything? Nothing of last week I said the Broncos, there was nothing beneficial. There's no saving grace about the Broncos. And I was wrong. They went on the road and made it happen. Maybe this is the wake-up call. Maybe I have that power of I start talking shit about a team, and all of a sudden now we got shut Natty Baps up. But the Jags right now look so bad and so broken, I can't bet them. I genuinely can't. The Texans they beat them twice. Like the Texans for years have always been bad, and they always somehow beat Jacksonville. I'm going with the Texans as well. I think CJ Stroud has been had a slouch the last couple of games, and he has like that bounce back game against the Jags defense. And it's like, oh, there's the CJ Stroud that we know and love, and that people are hyping up to be an MVP. So give me the Texans to win comfortably. They put belt to ass on Jacksonville, and probably saying that they probably lose, but I'm going with my gut, man.
You can do the same format, yeah.
And I got the Texans straight up. Jags look like the Jags we used to know. So I'm gonna just straight up Texans. There's no debating.
Hey, give me Texans 16.5, man.
Oh,
You putting bread on that, son?
He said Annie up.
I have to, bro. I'm thinking about it because just knowing like how bad the Texans are gonna want to get back, and just how, like what Natural said, how shaky the defense is, they might just throw up a 30 or 40 burger, and then Texans got to respond. I mean, not the Texans, the Jaguars got to respond with points. And I can't really see them throwing up more than 14, 17 if they get a field goal in there. So why not?
Okay. I'm going with Texans. It's a clean sweep on this end. I think Matt and Natural both mentioned it. I think it's definitely a get back spot. They got embarrassed. Like, it was belt to ass, so you gotta pay it forward. You gotta give them belts to ass too. So I think, and like I see this on my fantasy team, and he hasn't been doing shit for me. You know, I barely beat Natural. Like, you know what I'm saying? Natural ass. I was supposed to cook him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Barely won. But
I don't know who this Natural is ass person. I don't know who the fuck he thinks he talking to. But whatever. We're gonna see.
Let's go Texans, man. Let's go Texans. All right, Steelers and Colts. I'm conflicted, y'all, because this is another cupcake on the Steelers schedule. But I love Anthony Richardson. Like, this dude's like I forgot who said the analogy, but like a 9-year-old playing Madden, just deep shots. Bro, I just love it.
Nick Wright said it, by the way.
Oh, Nick Wright said it? Okay. I'm going with the Steelers, man. I think the Steelers defense, running game travels, and Justin Fields is just doing his thing. Like, feel me, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't force it. And TJ Watt is gonna get his 100th sack, and it's gonna be great. So, like, Anthony Richardson is, I ain't gonna say he's a bust, because you see flashes of greatness, but like, you said it yesterday while I was watching. He makes 99% of the hard throws make it look extremely easy, but he makes the easy throws make it look extremely hard for no reason at all. And he can't do the layups. He just very athletic. I don't know. I think Mike Tomlin voodoo magic goes again, and the Steelers are 4-0. Who would have said 4-0 for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2024? That's crazy, but that's what I'm going with.
Facts, man. You're the Steelers, man. You know why, man. There's only one player, TJ Watt, bro. That's game record, bro. It's game record right there. So the Steelers really just need to put up like 15 points, bro. That's crazy. You even have to put up touchdowns to do it. So yeah, Mike Tomlin, he got it good, bro. He just I'm happy for him. You feel me? Because if anybody deserves, it's definitely Mike Tomlin. You know, he got to get at least, in my eyes, hopefully he could get one more, but it's looking tough.
They ain't gonna happen.
Looking tough. But despite all that, though, in terms of this game, 1.5 is very generous, so I'm going to take that.
All right. As far as the game goes, I'm probably leaning Steelers side with like I said, the defense. TJ, he's a freaking beast. He's an animal. I like Richardson. He's trying to remind me of Cam Newton. His body type and his build and how he trying to play. He's having fun with the game, but Steelers defense is just way too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna rock with Steelers on that one.
And another clean sweep. I'm going with the Steelers. Man, Justin Fields, we got to give some shout out to him. Every week, I said it yesterday. Every week, he's gotten better and better and better in terms of throwing the ball down the field. We know he's a dynamic playmaker and a runner, but this is what Mike Tomlin wants. He's like, yo, just don't fuck it up. Like we have our defense, TJ Watt. We have those guys that are going to make things happen for us. Just don't fuck it up. And the Colts last week, notwithstanding, because they played a Bears team that can't run the ball. We're going to talk about them next, actually. The Steelers, they play old school 2000s football of play great defense and run the ball down your throats.
Run
And
the damn ball. Run the damn ball.
run the damn ball. And that's exactly what the Steelers are going to do. Run the damn ball against this Colts front that still can't stop the run. And good luck for AR-15 or AR-5 because, man, he's going to be harassed by TJ Watt and crew. He's going to be harassed, and I think he definitely gets 3 of them things. I'm calling it 3 of them things. What?
3 of them things.
3 of them things. Speaking of 3 of them things, terrible segue. Rams at Bears. Firstly, shout out to the Rams. Called it. I said Sean McVay against Kyle Shanahan. He always has that game. He always plays him tough. I said it last week. Rams +7. It was way too many points. Then in the first half, I was like, oh, well, Juwan Jennings is looking like my career my creative character, getting every mossing people, getting 3 of them things. But man, the fact that Matthew Stafford has no Cooper Kupp, no Puka Nacua, no Tyler Higbee, and just has a bunch of other guys and Kyron Williams, Domer. I like as much as I want to go with the Bears, bro, the defense of the Bears will keep them in this game. But so I gotta be both sides. I gotta set the scene. The Bears, week by week, Caleb Williams has gotten better and better at throwing the ball. He had his first 300-yard game last week. Shabazz, I know you're a hater of Caleb Williams, but every week he's gotten better and better and better, and he's scoring more and more points. Here's the caveat, though. They can't lean on the defense forever. They can't. Like this, at some point, your offense has to score touchdowns and not field goals. At some point, you have to score points generally, but not leaning into just your defense. I'm going with the better coach and Sean McVay to go on the road into Chicago and win. There's no slide on the Bears. There's no slide on Caleb Williams. But the better quarterback at this moment in time is Matthew Stafford. The better coach at this moment in time, no moment in time in this current ever is Sean McVay over Matt Eberflus. So give me the coach quarterback combination of the Rams to prevail again.
You said Eberflus.
All right, and this was gonna be a little tough pick, but I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna fuck them because they beat the 49ers, which was my survival pool.
Damn.
Fucking Niners. But like I said, I'm going with the veteran quarterback and the better coach. That's all it boils down to. I mean, Rams got a lot of injuries and stuff, but like I said, Caleb's still a rookie, and McVay is gonna come at him with some shit. Point blank. You're gonna get a lot of shit that he ain't see yet.
Fair enough.
Fair. Well, I'm honestly undecided on this one. Like, I really want Caleb to succeed so bad, bro. Like I seen him play in person, so like I see the potential, but then I also see the immaturity in his game. You feel me? And now it's kind of transcended into the NFL, like, and it's being highlighted over and over and over. So I'm hoping he's one of those people that can like persevere through the mistakes and like learn through it, like hopefully sooner than later. But it's just hard though because the Bears are just a terrible franchise from inside out. Like they're just bad at like putting together a cohesive team. So feelings aside, in terms of this game, I think I would have to probably just lean with the Rams, like because of the points I made with the coaching and the experience. All of that factors in. But in my deepest hearts, I do hope my son Caleb come through. I wouldn't be mad with that.
You gotta get the emotions out of it.
With the Rams, you know?
Well, we're trying to make money, man. We're trying to make money, man. Money don't got emotions, man. Money don't got emotions.
Speak on it, nigga. Oh, shit. I'm going with the Rams, man. You know me. I've been anti-Caleb, you know what I'm saying, since day one. And I'm getting vindicated more and more. You know what I'm saying? Stat pattern. Oh, shit. Who said that? The maturity's not there. I think if there is a game where he gonna have like his welcome to the NFL, like I'm here, it would be against this Rams defense. So I definitely can see an area where he throws for another 300 and a couple touchdowns. Like there is a possibility, but I think I don't know. I feel like Matthew Stafford is just he's making something out of nothing right now. And they need to win badly because the way the Seahawks is going up and the 49ers got cupcakes on their schedule coming up, like they need to get these dubs where they can. And Arizona's no slouch either. So to keep it close, I think even if you don't have the Rams winning, the 2.5 is definitely I can see it. It's gonna be a close game regardless. So give me the Rams though. All right. Fucking Bucks, bro. Oh, my survival pick.
Survivor, man.
Here, this matchup is dirt.
Bucks are underdogs at home by 1.5 against Philly. I'm going with Philly. I keep it short. One, because Baker is regressing, and I don't like that, because me and Baker are friends now. That's my guy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But you lose to a guy in Bo Nix, and your secondary is injured out the ass. Even if Devontae does not play, I still think Saquon can carve them up. I still think Jalen Hurts can do a little something with Dallas Goedert. So give me the Eagles. And I think their defense is, if they can shut out a high-powered team like the Saints who dropped 40 bombs back-to-back weeks, and, I think they can do the same thing here. And they just got to get more confident and get better as the weeks go on. And I have them winning the division, so they need to get some wins going on. Yeah, get some wins going on. So let's go Philly, man. Where? What the 1.5? Where?
Well, I hate this matchup, but this is all emotions aside. I'm taking the Bucks. Like, despite my hate for the Eagles, like, if there's anybody I hate more than the Cowboys, it's definitely the Eagles. But I feel like without A.J. Brown, without Smith, it's really hard for Hurts to make a play. It was hard for him to make a play without A.J. Brown against the Saints. And luckily, Dallas Goedert showed up because that was their really only offensive weapon. Like, despite Devontae Smith getting hurt, sidebar, fuck the Saints for that.
Dirty ass players, man.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
We're gonna put that to the side.
To my pearls.
Without A.J. Brown, without Devontae Smith, like Hurts, I feel like his timing, like he makes plays off of his timing with those receivers. So him trying to make those same plays with, I think they're gonna throw out Jahad Dawson, who's good. He's not bad, but he's not a wide receiver one. I forgot who's the number 2, and then they got Paris Campbell. You feel me? So, like, I just don't see it, bro. I think the Bucks might have to get back season at home, and I think the Bucks take care of business because they really don't have any problems. They just had a bad game, in my opinion. But they're a complete team right now.
All right. I'm gonna have to agree with everything Matt just said. Fortunately, as much as I hate, it's no emotions I had. Eagles and Giants are the 2 teams I hate the most too. Just like him. So, but I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Like I said, without his wide receivers, I don't think he's gonna cut it. Like I said, Baker has got the better experienced coach, and he's in the right situation for him. Just like Sam Darnold's in the right situation. It takes a little better coaching to have players develop in the right situation, and I think that's what's happening with Baker right now. And with Evans and I think he got the better receiving core in this game right now, and a better play. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. Fuck the Eagles.
Oh,
So it's crazy. Twin of them. We locked in. We locked step, man. I'm going with Philly. One, the more Philly wins, the more that Saints loss looks good. Secondly, so if for y'all it's fuck Philly. For me, it's fuck Tampa Bay for multiple reasons. One, they cost me my survivor pick, bruh. It's fade Phil. It's fade the Bucks till it's up, bro. But more importantly, you mentioned all the fact that yes, that Devonta Smith might not play, AJ Brown's still out, but the best player that's going to be on the field, no matter what, is Saquon Barkley. That's the difference. He is the X factor. He is the factor. He's the one reason why I'm going with Philly. He's gonna have. I think he is gonna have a monster game again, and genuinely carry the Eagles into this win. That's the end of the 1 o'clock slate. Matt, if you want to stick around, I know you have to go because you're a busy man. We appreciate your time. If you want to talk about this next game, which is Patriots Niners, really quickly, if you want to dip on it now, it's totally up to you.
Nah, yeah. I appreciate it having me here. Always pull up when I got the time to. And yeah, I'm gonna be back after my Giants secure that dub tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you're
You see the name you put on NY Michael Irvin. He can't help. He's a cowboy lover. I get it. It's all right.
and why Michael Irvin. When the Giants win, then you ain't gonna stop me on Friday. You ain't gonna stop me up that whole weekend. But I fuck with you, Ed. So you feel me?
Same here, man.
Chop it up some more, man. I appreciate
Yep,
it.
yep.
All right, man.
All right, Matt, take it easy. And as we segue, we talk now about Patriots on a 4 o'clock window. We got the Patriots at the Niners. Only 4 games on the 4 o'clock window, so not too crazy. All of them somewhat intriguing. The Patriots coming off a loss again against the Jets off of 10 days rest, and the Niners coming off a heartbreaking loss against the Rams, so they should have won.
Freaking bums.
Fucking bums. 10.5 is actually wonky, but and I said it yesterday, the more Jacoby Brissett starts and plays, the more I hate the Patriots. Not because Jacoby Brissett's a bad player, but it's like the law of diminishing returns. It's just like a Gardner Minshew type thing. The more, because like he has a shock value of like him. They're all the three of the quarterbacks I'm about to mention. They're all the same thing. Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, and Andy Dalton. They can win you games in small doses. If they're coming off the bench, if they're coming
Right.
for a player, they can, oh my God, why is this guy not a starter? But the more that he gets starts and the more that there's more tape on him, the more his flaws become evident. I think the Niners get their leg back. They're pissed off that they lost 2 games in a row that they definitely feel as though they should have won. Yeah, the Vikings game, notwithstanding, they got kind of like exposed to turnovers and stuff and injured. Last week they should have won, and they probably like, yo, we got to stop playing around because the Seahawks are 3-0, the Cardinals are up and coming, and the Rams just stole a game from them. I think the Niners put belt to ass on the Patriots. I think this gets ugly quick. 10.5. That's my bet, and that's my call.
I'm gonna go with the Niners, but I don't think it's gonna be 10.5. The Niners still got a lot of injuries going on. I just don't see it, but I think they still gonna beat up on them pretty well though. But
That's fair.
And I agree with Twin. Belt to ass. Because as much as injuries as they have, it's not on the defense. It's on the offensive side. Like, bro, there's nothing that Jacoby Brissett is gonna do. Which he's a brother. So for the brothers, I'm sorry. But you are a scapegoat until Drake Murray can go, like so it's sorry, but those to add, it might get ugly in the first quarter. Like just like the Jets game where we're just like they about 24-3. I'm thinking like 30 to like maybe 10. 30 to 10. Like it's gonna get that bad.
Simple. Boom.
All right, Commanders and Cardinals 3.5. Now I don't know why. This is a sneaky good game. I think the over is gonna cash because both teams are defensively are not the best. So if you're an over guy or gal, go with the over. I'm going with the Commanders, man. JD5, man. What's up, Jaden Daniels? That guy, man. I'm gonna go with that guy, man. He just smooth and him and Terry finally getting going, which helps my fantasy team. This also helps, like, I'm a fan of Terry McLaurin. He's supremely underrated, and he's very good. So I think he's finally having a quarterback to, like, give him the rock. Oh, my God. I think Marvin Harrison, touchdown. Like, offense is going to be scoring, so get your popcorn ready. But I think the veteran leadership in Washington is gonna play very strongly for them to win. They win 3 straight, and depending on how it goes, you know what I'm saying. Cal, first place in the division is in sight. They have it now. They can continue to hold it. So give me Washington, man.
Yeah, I don't trust Washington. Like the Commanders too. Uh, Cardinals been putting up numbers, man. Cardinals are sneaky. They snuck in this year. They didn't expect them to be putting up the numbers that they are.
Mm.
And with what's his name getting Harrison involved, kid is dangerous. He still got Connor running the ball. He still got his juice. So I'm gonna go with Cardinals on this one.
Cool. I'm the tiebreaker. Hmm. All right. So the Commanders have it punted in 2 games.
Mm.
They don't have a turnover in 2 games either. Their offense is humming. Yes, they only scored 21 points against the Giants, but they were able to move the ball. Like they moved the ball against the Giants. Ah man, the Cardinals, they fight hard every week and they keep losing. They lost against the Bills by 1 possession, but lost against the Lions by 1 possession. That's 2 of the better teams in the league. They were hanging in tough. And hey, Bob and Weaving, they went 12 rounds with the 2 great teams in the league. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think I had this. I got the over. I'm the one bet I'm making for this game is the over for sure. I'm not. I don't care about the spread, but if I have to pick a winner, I'm going with the Cardinals. I think that yes, JD5 is awesome, but Kyler Murray, he ain't no slouch too. He keep that thing on him as well. Like he even having some fantastic moments with him and Maserati Marv. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals, just pure gut instinct and gut reaction. But I love the over as a bet. It's Chiefs Chargers. If Justin Herbert was playing, I would call the upset. And if I lied, rephrase. If Justin Herbert was fully healthy, I would call the upset. But because he's not, he's dealing with his ankle injury, and the defense. Yes, the defense can keep it close. I probably bet Chargers plus 7.5 because the Chiefs aren't covering like they usually do. So I'm probably going to bet Chargers 7.5. But if the Chiefs are going to win this game, they play ugly. They play gross football for 50 minutes. Then in the fourth quarter, 10 minutes left in the game, situationally, they have the better coach. To be yes, Jim Harbaugh is a fantastic coach, but Andy Reid, he's the better coach, and not 100% Justin Herbert is not touching Patrick Mahomes. So and situationally, in situations like this where you have the better coach and you have a better quarterback, go with that team, especially when you don't have a home field advantage. But I think the Chargers, because the Chiefs, they're sleepwalking through this schedule. The Chargers are gonna cover by 7.5. They're gonna cover that. So my bet is Chargers 7.5, but I think that it's like a backdoor cover type situation. But if Justin Herbert gets hurt, then this can get bad really, really fast.
All right, right. I got the Chiefs. And I said he said everything.
You don't sound too happy with the Chiefs winning.
I don't, bro. It's
Listen, the Chiefs, man, they're not winning like they used to. They're making it too tight. You getting little heart problems now and again, but it's not my team, so I really don't care. But I think it's the fucking Taylor Swift. She get more camera time than what's going on the field.
that's a fact. That's a fact. So
But she as per the game goes, like I said, Chargers Herbert. He's like I said hobbled, and even if he was fully healthy, I still didn't trust some of his play. The defense is decent, but I would have still went with the Chiefs. I believe in Andy Reid and Mahomes, Kelsey. They just find a way to win regardless of what.
that's a fact. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think that's for the Chargers, bro. You don't risk it, man. You're 2-1. If you lose, you're 2-2. Like a lot of teams in the AFC have a similar record or worse records. Like, hey, Baltimore's 1-2. So, like, bro, like you're okay. Like, I don't think you're gonna win your division regardless. I think it's the Chiefs' division to win. So you're aiming for a wild card spot regardless. Think long term with Justin Herbert's help. You don't have your starting left tackle or right tackle because they're both injured. Derwin James is suspended. Like the vibes are not good right now to risk further injury. Like, bro, like we get it. We get it, big dog. Like you're a warrior. Foot, ankle, ribs, like whatever. He's gone and battled through it. But dude, like, come on, like you don't need to do it. You don't need it. At least not right now. Not right now. Because Chris Jones, he's been quiet. If you go out there and you're not 100% mobile, he is going to feast. And so I think, and plus, Rasheed Rice is looking like a top 5 receiver.
Yeah.
Like, it's looking like a Peyton Manning and a Marvin Harrison connection. Like that's what is forming. And I love to see because eventually Kelsey's gonna fade into the sunset, and
He's already fading.
he's already fading to the sunset. He looks like he's whitewashed. Like it's crazy. Like he's in Get Out, with the so he's not the same. He's not the same. And that's okay. He's
Take it
Gronk.
out.
Like him and Gronk are literally the same age, and Gronk's been retired for like 3 years. Like it's okay. It's okay. We get it. You're still one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. Like you could just gracefully end, and you're good. I still have them winning. They're going, like you just said, naturally, they're going to just walk through the schedule, and we see them in January. All right, Browns and Raiders. Both teams ass. Raiders
Wow.
almost picked the Raiders last week in my Survivor. Would have lost anyway. The Browns, fuck the Browns. Myles Garrett might not even play because he's injured his foot. Max Crosby's going to feast on that trash offensive line by the Browns. And plus, if Nick Chubb was playing, I would probably lead the Browns because it's easy just to hand the dude who averages like 5 yards a carry. That's easy. But Jerome Ford is clearly not it. Similar to what you just said about Jacoby, Andy, the more film you have on somebody, the easier it is to plan for him. Jerome Ford is a backup, and that's okay. Give me the Raiders -1.5.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders as well. For some reason, I like them this season for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. I don't. I think they're just gonna find a way to win for some reason. Like I don't pick them, but I lever gravitate towards them more. And like I said, the Browns. I don't know what their deal is. They they watch. They need to just start the season over or some shit.
That's a fact. I agree. I'll go with the Raiders. You mentioned the guy who's gonna wreck this game, Mad Max Crosby.
Crosby. Yeah.
He's gonna feast on that offensive line for the Browns and Deshaun Watson, man. But hey, if they lay Devontae Adams, come to New Orleans. Come to New Orleans. We need you, big dog. You wasting your career in Vegas, man. Come to New Orleans, man. What you do?
Tampering.
Black and gold look good on everybody. Black and gold look good on everybody, man. You see it, man. Oh, come on now. But no, I think the Raiders take care of business against the Browns. Then Sunday Night Football. I know Shabazzi's gonna kick us out. He's gonna give a speech.
Do you think?
Bills, Ravens. Bills are hot. The Bills are cooking. They are feasting right now. They're 3-0. They destroyed belt to ass to Jacksonville. They put belt to ass to week 2. Who did they play week 2? Miami, yeah, Tua, yeah, the whole Tua game. But even then, the defense was clamping up the Dolphins before Tua got hurt anyway. What I love about Buffalo is that everybody's eating. Like, it's not just one guy. Like, James Cook is a runner, is fantastic. He's top 5 running back in the league right now. You have Keon Coleman, who's a fantastic receiver. Yeah, they could have got the speedy guy in Xavier Worthy, but yeah, get a big body dude from Florida State who was kicking, who was awesome. Oh, I wonder why that works out. Donkey Kid is awesome as well. They got other guys as well. But with all that said, because Shabazz is my brother, I'm not betting this game, by the way. I'm not putting any money in this game. I just want to watch it as pure spectacle and a pure observer of football. I'm going with the 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson to take care of business at home. Don't be shocked if you guys are up like 24 to 10, and then it becomes a close game. Y'all like the kings of blown leads in the fourth quarter, especially against this Buffalo Bills team. Um, but I got the Baltimore Ravens to win. I think they got that monkey off their back last week. I think they got that taste of victory. And okay, this is the type of team we need. Derrick Henry had like 20 carries for $150. That's what needs to happen. That's how you beat good teams. You keep the offense off the field. You play the run. You play good defense. Your pass defense is a little shaky. It's a little shaky, and Josh Allen might go crazy. But I think you guys play keep away. I think Lamar Jackson scores touchdowns and not field goals because Justin Tucker right now is what's going on with him. But I got the Ravens to win a really, really one of those like great games in Sunday Night Football. Like, wow, like you look back like, damn, week 4 had this banger. Like, yeah, I think these teams will see each other if not in January, but like you'll be both in the playoffs. In my opinion, fighting for the Lombardi. But I'm going with the Ravens to win.
Uh, sorry, Shabazz, but fuck the Ravens.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I like the way they've been playing. As you said, the Ravens, yeah, they might be leading, and they do give away a lead in the fourth quarter. Quite uh too often. The running game last week, they played the Cowboys. They can't stop shit. They ain't been stopping the run for the last 2 years. So that's nothing new.
Mm.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good game. It's definitely gonna be a good game. But I'm gonna go with Bills. Josh Allen, he's a different animal as well. Lamar is too, but I'm gonna go with Josh and the Bills on this one.
Yeah, I'm kicked out. So boom. First of all, Ravens is winning, and I'm gonna explain why. Right, I think us like the reality set in that like we gotta stop blowing these fucking leads. Right, Lamar said it on the plane. He's like, like we gotta get right to Marlon Humphrey. He said it in the presser today. Like like when we up, I want to like put foot on neck. He didn't say it like that verbatim, but that's the hood version. He's like, I want to put foot on niggas' necks. And that's what we gonna do. For the first 3 quarters, bro, like Baltimore is like the best team in the league. For some reason, in the fourth quarter, we just collapsed. Now, as I mentioned on my TikTok, I made a reflection on the Dallas Ravens game. That 379, I ain't trying to hit that. Because it was garbage time. He had to throw. You do like 59 times. Like, I ain't trying to hit that. Allen's been balling. He is the September MVP. He was also the September MVP last season. And the season before that. He always starts off hot. It's in these middle months of October and November where he starts to make those mistakes. Everybody eats. That's cool. We got Calvin Noy, Ojabo, Roquan, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Eddie Jackson. Be good. All right. The run defense has been stout. No team been able to run on us week straight on that. The pass defense leaves a lot to be desired, 100%. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game because I do think Buffalo's secondary isn't the strongest, but their pass rush with Von Miller leading is very good. So we have right guard problem with Max Crosby. I think at this point, Max Crosby is better than Von Miller. But Von Miller still has the technique, and he's smart, and he's very savvy as a veteran. We got to watch out. I think this is a game where Josh Allen throws a pick. He hasn't thrown a pick yet. So this is a game. This is the game. He's going to throw an interception. And we catch a dub. Man, we got to catch a dub. But, like Ed and what Nacho said, this is going to be a great game regardless. Nacho says it's going to be like a game of the year candidate. Like, we had this banger in week 4. Like, yeah, like they're gonna be surprised when you look back. Like, damn, like all these high scoring games that happened, Commanders, Bengals, whatever. Like, there's no punts. There's gonna be some punts, some field goals, some highlights, some low lights. It's gonna be, and it's at the bank, man. All black at the bank. Darkness, come on, son. You feel me? Let's go Ravens, man. 2.5. I'll take that any day of the week, man. Monday night. I don't like the format of 2 Monday night games, but last week they held it down because the Jags. I was not trying to watch that for 3 hours. I'm glad they had the Commanders and Bengals game. I hope this week is not the same thing, but we got a snooze fest because Tua's not playing. We have a banger in the next game. For this one, I'm going with Miami because Will Levis is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He is ass. I'm going with Miami minus the 1.5. I don't know who the quarterback is. I'm hoping it's Snoop Huntley because he's a former Raven, you know what I'm saying, out of love. But I'm going with Miami, man. Going with Miami.
I got no
Yeah,
analysis. Oh, sorry, Ed. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I agree. I'm going Miami, Tennessee. Yeah, he needs to stick with his Mayo or whatever he's sticking with, because I know they regretting letting go. What's his name, Davis? Maybe whoever playing for the freaking Packers.
Oh, Will Levis?
Well, Levis, yeah, yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
it. Sorry, Malik Willis.
Malik, yeah, Malik, yeah. So they regret letting him go because pretty sure he'd have been better suited staying with Tennessee instead of what they got now. But
Absolutely.
yeah, Dolphins for sure.
Yeah, I got no real thoughts on this game. I'm going with Miami strictly because the talent of Miami is better than the talent in the Titans. Will Levis, as much as I'm like, oh God, be better than you are, he's not. And yeah, this game is ugly. But the next game, this game right here has the potential to be a
Oh my.
banger. Like undefeated Seattle Seahawks going on the road to take on the Lions, debuting a new uniform combo. They're wearing like a black jersey with like a blue helmet. It looks fire, and I think it's gonna look fire on TV. I'm going with Detroit.
Mm.
I think Seattle has played a fraudulent schedule, and their 3-0 is inflated by, oh, let's go through the hits. They played the Dolphins last week without Tua. They played the Patriots with Jacoby Brissett, and they played the Broncos week 1 with Bo Nix. That doesn't really scream murderer's row of competent quarterbacks or competent players in general. Meanwhile, the Lions overtime win against the Rams. Yes, they did lose week 2 against the Bucks. They did lose. I gotta give them. Hey, Jared Goff was awful, throwing the ball 50 times for no reason and not running the ball with Dave Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. But then they righted the ship and got right against the Cardinals, who are a sneaky and frisky team. I think just based off of who am I like coaching wise, I know Shabazz loves Mike McDonald, but I love Dan Campbell. I think he is like him in terms of a coach. I love the running game for the Lions. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love Aiden Hutchinson. The Detroit Lions at home, but not expectations, but like this is like a fun time to be a Lions fan. Who would have said that in the year Lord 2024? Like crazy. I'm going with the Lions to win a banger of a matchup. These night games so far have been good. I mean, yeah, Sunday Night Football last week was a snooze fest in my opinion, but I think the Ravens Bills game is going to be fantastic, and then the encore Seahawks Lions potential playoff matchup down the line for these two teams. But I think I don't trust Seattle. Seattle, they sleepwalk. They should have blew out the Dolphins. They only won by 21. I thought they were blowing them out by like 40. But their offense seems to be missing something. Geno Smith, I'm not sold. I'm not jacking it. I don't know, something's off about him. I'm not confident in his abilities. So I'm gonna go with the Jared Goff Lions to take care of business at home.
And I agree. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I've been liking the Lions more and more as as they're getting much better. They're looking more of a better football. They're not Matthew Stafford lines, even though they had good players, they wasn't winning nothing. This version of the Lions, they're looking good. They're coming out strong. Gibbs is nice as a runner. Golf, Monross, they all got a good offense going on, and they actually play tough. Like I said, like that Dan Campbell, when they coming up, they gonna bite you on the way up and on the way down. It don't matter. They're gonna come out fighting regardless. So I'm gonna rock with the Lions on this one.
Hey man, say man. You know what I'm rocking, man. We going with the birds, man. We going with Seattle, man. Defense travels, man. And naturally, you make a great point where who have you played? I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a new head coach, it's a new culture, it's a new energy, it's a new vibe. I'm loving it. He was a great defensive coordinator for us. He's bringing the same energy and the same schemes over there. And last time when Mike McDonald offense played Detroit, we had him on clamps. Personnel, I know the personnel matters. They got two good corners. They got a good safety and Julian Love, who's a domer, and they have like B talent on the defensive line. So it's like, hey man, and then offense they got DK, JSN, Tyler Lockett, and hopefully Kenneth Walker who plays with an extra day of rest. Zach Charbonnet also was on my fantasy team, and I didn't freaking play him, and he cooked. So I could have spoke to you about more than that, not you. Like you lucky, but he's a good change of pace back, but he's not a lead back. So there is an avenue of the Lions winning, but their run defense, I don't know. I just feel like they could have lost to Arizona. They should have lost to Arizona, but they didn't. They should have lost to the Rams, but they didn't. I'm not sold yet. I'm not sold. This year's Lions is not the same Lions as last year. Like the vibes, the expectations are bigger, but the team is the same. So it's like, are you going up with the expectations? I gotta see it. I think prime time, a standalone game is a great way to see it. So I don't know. Will I be watching every second of it? Absolutely. But I'm going for Seattle. And yeah, that is week 4 predictions. Ed, thank you for popping out, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
Where hope you have a good time. Have to pop out another time in the future. You know what I'm saying? Where?
I got you. Got you.
Gotcha. All right. Have a good night, brother.
All right, have a good one.
That was awkward.
All right. So what's the parlay looking like, Nacho? What's the parlay, man?
All right, the parlays, man. You're killing me here. You're killing me. All right, so for obviously you gotta put the FID parlay in the chat. We do it live at the end of every show, man. Your dollar to see what cooked. So we got the Giants to win. They're plus 205, just straight up money line. Then you got the Jets. You got the Saints. You got the Pets, unfortunately, and then you have the Ravens. FID parlay is $1 to win 71. I'm not gonna put my full dollar on it. I'll put 90 cents on it, but same situation. It's $1 to win 74. I lied, $71.69. So again, here's the parlay, the FID special. Putting it in the spot right now. All money lines. Jets, Giants, Saints, Ravens, and Patriots. All money line, $1 to win 71.
See, I'm taking out a bunch of that. Right? We're not doing that.
That's the FID parlay. That's the FID. Trying to support the gang, friends in distress. But if I want to support them but not pick them to win, so this is where you got the cover and the spread. So you get the Giants to cover 5.5 potential that actually can happen. Saints straight up to win, no ifs ands or buts about it. Then you got the Patriots covering 10.5, the Ravens to win, and then the Jets to cover their spread at 7.5 against the Broncos. That one is $1, and that one pays 23. It's $1 and to win 23. I'm putting $1 on that one for sure. We do it live, show selections. Let me see if I can just go back to my bets real quick and show you. But yeah, open bets. Boom. So live, I did it live. We got the Jets, we got the Giants, Saints, dollar to win 23. This
Mm,
is not the money lines. This is like this is the Jets to cover the spread, Patriots to cover the spread, and the Giants to cover the spread.
okay.
If you did the money lines, all money lines, it's $1 to 90 cents to win 65. So yeah,
You said just 7.5.
7.5. Yeah,
Woo! Chase money line, Pats +10. Oh my goodness. And Ravens money line. All right. I throw 87 cents on it. I ain't throwing a dollar. Shit.
That's the parlay. I'm confident about the Saints, man. I genuinely think the Saints and Ravens can take care of business. I hope the Giants win. I hope the Jets take care of business. I ended up buying, like I told Shabazz, I texted him. I bought more Survivor entries. I got like a revival kind of thing. So for me, my Survivor picks, like if I had to pick a team to win, no matter what, I'm probably saying the Niners. The Niners would be one of them if you can pick them. They do play. I'd say they do play the Cardinals at home again. They do play the Cardinals twice. They play Seattle twice, and they play the Rams again. So that's always an interesting matchup. Let me see the Niners schedule. If you want to save the Niners for later on, you can. But like they play, this is like the perfect time to pick them. Because you play the Patriots. All the other games are tough. They play the Bucks. They play the Bills. They play the Packers. They play the Bears. They play the Dolphins. The Dolphins game Tua might be back for that one, but I think if you had one team to win for like a whole bunch of money, I'm going with the Niners. The Niners or Steelers. The Niners or Steelers would be
Or
my
Jets.
Niners, Steelers, or Jets. But I would save the Jets for later because they're in a third place schedule, so they played like sorry competition down the line.
True.
So the Niners right now is like the one time you would pick them because they have harder games down the line in their schedule. So I'm gonna text our elements, go with the Niners. I'm going with the Niners and my survivor, and we'll go from there. But what about you, Shabazz? What would be the one team fall some blues, if you will?
The one team I'd say would be I Niners great. Chiefs, you can go Chiefs, but they play the Raiders, play the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard, gang. We in the thick of things now because it's hard to pick a team and like Bengals would be up like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh yeah, they play the Panthers, but you just don't know. The Cowboys, it is a great pick because you don't know. You know, it's hard to find. So I probably would roll with the Jets just to keep it safe. I know they got cupcakes, but you want to survive another day. That's the goal, right? The goal is to survive. You're gonna survive, all right? So work.
Word, word.
Work.
Yeah,
With that said, well, that was week 4 predictions. Shout out to Matt, shout out to Ed for popping out. I really appreciate y'all. I was looking at the view, it was like 8 people who said like, it was going up. So for me, keep that energy. We love it. We glad that you guys came. For how long you came and enjoyed the time here. Shout out to this comment from Twitch. I love the podcast. It's a great evolution of Bear Grove. Yeah, I chuckled. I was laughing when I saw it. That's hilarious. So shout out to you, Polar Knight. Yeah. With that said, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. I don't have anything planned, so I will be back on Tuesday. I know it was definitely some solitude there for you, 90 backs yesterday, so my bad. But live your life with the 4 F's and the V: faith, family, food, football, and
vindication.
we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Be there or be there. You don't have a choice. Peace.